Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be doing a quick video to show you guys how you can add some cool stuff to your collection without spending a lot of money. Here we have a 16-inch Spin Master Bat-Tech Batmobile. Now this thing comes in two colors. You can get it in black, you can get it in blue. Obviously we've got the blue here. And I just want to show you how you can do something cool with a fairly inexpensive toy and really kind of, you know, just add a little something extra to your collection. Now, I bought this thing on eBay for $12. I think I paid $7 or $8 shipping, so that puts it right close to 20 bucks that I paid to get this thing. And then I just put a little bit of work into it to make it something that would fit with my collection, which is primarily skewed towards 6-inch scale DC figures. Of course, this would also apply if you have a 7-inch scale collection, whether that be, you know, DC Direct or, you know, McFarlane or whatever. You can certainly use this in the exact same way with just one minor adjustment from what I did. But I wanted to show you the thing here first before we get too far into it and show you that it's a really good, you know, mold and sculpt for a Batmobile. To me, it kind of reminds me of a cross between like the old Keaton Batmobile and the Batman v Superman Batmobile. It's like a cross between those two, and I think it looks really cool. I dig the Bat logo on the front. The detailing's really good. I think they did a good job. I mean, you know, it's a cheaper plastic, but you know, it's the bones are there. You can make something of it. I just want to show you a couple things that I did to it, just to kind of, you know, spruce it up just a little bit. The first was on the outside. I did add some paint to this thing, and I don't know how well you can see it there, but I did go ahead and paint all the rivets on the hood silver. Because they weren't. This was all just blue plastic except for the eyes here. Painted some silver here on the front and here on the front. Painted silver on the wheels around the Bat logo, which was very simple and easy to do. And then went ahead and painted some metallic red there at the back on the engine. That's what I did to the outside. Not much, just a little bit of paint just to kind of, you know, make it pop a little bit instead of it just being one plain color. And then we get into the inside. Now this is originally made for 12-inch scale, those big figures that they sell, because this is a kid's toy, right? So if you try to put a 6 or 7-inch scale figure in there, it's not going to work. So what I did was I actually took some styrene sheets and I just cut up some pieces to make a seat in there. And it's kind of hard to see, but at the bottom there's a little stop right there so your figure doesn't slide, because again, these are made for 12-inch figures, so this whole section here is hollow. If you just throw a figure in there, he's just going to slide to the front because it is at a slight angle towards the front. So I just got some styrene, glued some pieces together to make a seat with a stop for his feet. You know, added some details in there which you wouldn't have to do, and you don't even have to use styrene. You could put cardboard together in there to make a seat and then just paint it up however you wanted. Pretty much do whatever you wanted, but this gives the figure, if you're going to put a figure in here, a place to kind of set. And you know, we're talking between the paint and the styrene. This is you know, like $4 worth of materials at the most. I mean, and that's if I count a whole sheet, which I didn't use a whole sheet of styrene to put this thing together. It didn't cost much to upgrade this with just a couple of colors of paint and a little bit of styrene and some super glue. It didn't take much, but by having a little seat area in there that I just kind of threw in, I can take any, and again, I made this for 6-inch scale figures, any 6-inch scale DC figures, and I can put them in there and have them in the seat, and there you go, right? Any one of these figures that I've got behind me is going to fit in this thing, and again, if you wanted to do 7-inch scale, you certainly could. Even kind of a little bit of a bigger figure, like this new DC Direct from McFarlane animated Batman, is going to fit in there just fine. You can get him in there, close it down, and he's good to go. All these figures here, you know, everything we've got here, we've got the DC Direct animated Batman, right? We've got DC Icons Batman, DC Multiverse, you know, Justice League or Batman v Superman Batman. We've got the Dick Grayson DC Multiverse there. We've got DC UC over here. They all fit in this thing. And again, Like I said, I'm going to keep repeating, if your collection is mostly skewed towards 7-inch scale, do the same thing. All you got to do is move the little peg that I put in there, just make it a little bit further down, about another inch or so that way he fits in there perfectly. This is a really, really simple, easy way, cheap way to add something cool to your collection that you can put on your shelf that's just going to look good. Again, I got like $20 for this thing, plus another like $4 worth of paint and materials. We're talking less than 25 bucks, and I have a pretty damn cool looking Batmobile. So that's kind of the point of this video, to show you guys that you can do some really cool stuff with not a lot of money to really add something to your collection. So that is it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and always remember to enjoy your collection.